Oh man, Terry McLaurin getting into it with Benjamin St. Juste at today's practice. And I know y'all probably don't want to hear this, but the injuries are starting to pile up for the Washington Commanders. Let's talk about it.
After 20 years, you know we back on. No more Snyder, more McLaurin. One full with the passion, you know we scoring. FedEx field bag lit, no it is not boring. John Allen lead the troops, yeah you know we storming. Burgundy and gold in my veins, yeah I bleed that. St. Juste saw the ball, grab a pig, yeah I need that.
YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here with another Washington Commanders video, and in today's video, I'm here recapping yet another day of Washington Commanders training camp. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. But before we do, make sure you guys go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, and turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload new content like this to the channel. We're on the road to 6,000 subscribers, so please hit that subscribe button again if you haven't already. Thank you so much. Let's get straight into today's video. Before we get into the play-by-play of today's practice, I want to address the two things. So basically what had happened was that Terry McLaurin and Benjamin St. Juste getting into it. After a PBU by Benjamin St. Juste, he stood over Cole Turner and didn't help Cole Turner up, and Terry basically was like, help your effing teammate up, or help your teammate up, and they got into it. Terry was already pissed because the offense was struggling today for it yet again. And then also, that's the second point I want to talk about, is the offense struggled yet again. So do we need to start being concerned about it or not? I don't know. We'll talk about it a little bit later. Let's get into the play-by-play. Granted, they were running against air. Mitch Tinsley has brought in a few bombs today. Has Wills, undrafted free agent out of Penn State. Mitchell Tinsley is another guy that's in a part of that, wide receiver room. Maybe he can make it on those roster by being a special teamer. I'm not sure. But shout out to Zach Selsby as always. That one was from JP Finley. But let's get into the Zach Selsby notes. He says, things that get me excited, that gets almost no one else excited. Sam Cosmi just had a really good pull block on F.A. Obata. Again, this is Sam Cosmi, for all intents and purposes, first year really playing God. Remember last year, he had made the transition, but he was pretty much hurt a lot last year. So this is the first time he's going to be healthy, and maybe he could be our new Brandon Sheriff, man. Shout out to Sam Cosmi. Defense getting hyped up after Derek Gore fumbles the ball and is picked up by Derek Forrest. And it's picked up by Derek Forrest, who runs it into the end zone. Derek Gore, one of the Chiefs backs that we just signed, that's not a good look. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't have to make this roster. You know what I'm saying? He's a guy that was just going to be a camp guy, a guy that knows the enemy system, that could lead the way. But he doesn't have to make this roster, and a fumble like that could really cost him. You know what I'm saying? Derek Forrest making a play, though, picking it up, and always having a knack for the ball. More on Tinsley. Tinsley had been running with the twos consistently in camp, so they like Mitch Tinsley, man. Next thing we have is a nice battle between Forbes and McLaurin on the first pass of 11-on-11. Results PBU for Forbes. So again, iron sharpening iron again. Forbes going up against McLaurin is going to be really, really good. If you guys want to have that one discussion that we can have about Forbes and Gonzalez, is Forbes is going to be battling a lot of great wide receivers, not only in practice but in this year. I'm not sure what Gonzalez has over there in New England, but that's one thing that can go good for Forbes, that he's going to be battling tough guys all year long. So shout out to Forbes making a play. Emmanuel Forbes continue to have a great anticipation for the ball. As much talk as there is about him producing turnovers, his ability to disrupt plays stands out even more in my opinion. So I mean, that kind of falls into that, they want to talk about the turnovers and his knack for the ball, but him disrupting plays is also which Matthew Perez said makes him stands out even more. That kind of ties into one. If you have a knack for the ball, that's a disrupting play. That's disrupting a play. But I know what he means. But Emmanuel Forbes is definitely having a good day, and I love to see it. Emmanuel Forbes with a second pass deflection today while covering Terry McLaurin. However, he hobbled up to the sideline after the play, getting checked out. Now slowly walking around. So, oh man, hopefully Emmanuel Forbes is not too banged up. Hopefully it was just a bang play and he's good, nothing serious. which is good. Forbes is standing on the sideline next to Benjamin St-Juste and others. He has an ice pack wrapped around his upper leg. So again, we'll keep an eye on that, but it doesn't sound like it's nothing too serious, like I said, which is good. But we'll check it out and continue to keep you guys updated on that. Moving on, Chase Young, super vocal in the O-line, D-line drills, wasn't happy about what looked like a yank to the end of the session. Montez Sweat destroyed reserve tackle Jones Smith. Coaches blew the whistle, ended the drill, and defensive players yelled, "Ron can't save you." So y'all know Montez Sweat, Chase Young always love talking that crazy mess, especially to some reserve guys. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like he going up against Charles. No, it ain't like he going up against Santa Cosme. He going up against some reserve guys. So you know he definitely going to toy with him. Moving on, Logan Thomas isn't out here. Curtis Hodges went in the athletics training tent earlier and practiced and hasn't been back on the field. He's standing on the sideline holding his helmet. So, man, oh, man, again, I don't want to overreact, but the tight end room seems to be getting battled by injuries yet again. Obviously, we know Amani Rogers got hurt earlier in the offseason. I don't know what it is about Logan Thomas. I don't know why he's out there. They didn't say it was an injury or nothing. I don't know why he's not out there, but then Curtis Hodges going into the tent and not coming out isn't a good sign. But again, it's August. Hopefully it's not nothing serious that can linger, but I'll keep you guys updated on that again. The Commanders have been relatively injury-free through camp, but this seems to be piling up quickly now. Bada, Charles, Forbes, not sure what's up with Thomas or Hodges. Cody Barton isn't practicing either, so that's another thing, man. Again, they're starting to pile up at the wrong time in a sense, but at the same time, it's still early in camp. The reason why I say wrong time is because we have a game next Friday, you know, and some of these guys we want to see. We want to see a little bit of Forbes. We want to see a lot of City Charles. We want to see a lot of Logan Thomas and also Cody Barton, because he's now the new middle linebacker, so we want to see a lot of him. So hopefully these injuries aren't too serious and they'll be fine. Moving on, we got Benjamin St-Juste just popped Cole Turner and stood over him, refusing to help him up. Terry McLaurin rushed over there and lit into St-Juste. Benjamin yelled from the sideline, "Stop with that dumb S and do your effing job." McLaurin yelled back, "Can't do that to your own teammate, bro." So, you know, Terry lit right now. You know what I'm saying? Again, it's football. It's camp. You know what I'm saying? It's competitiveness. I ain't gonna lie. St-Juste, you could have helped Cole turn up, but I'm not mad at you. I understand it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure it's not personal. I'm pretty sure Benjamin St-Juste and Cole Turner are pretty cool off the field. It's just football. You know what I'm saying? Terry was already pissed that the offense was terrible today. Defense killed him yet again. Then Chippy practiced once again. Cosme body slammed the defensive lineman. Couple plays later, McLaurin upset with St-Juste of how he reacted to a pass breakup versus Turner. Bieniemy yelled at the O-line, quit that dumb S17, yells out he can't do that to his own teammates, so repeating the same thing Nicky Giavala just reported. Tight end Logan Thomas has a calf strain. They're being cautious with him. Emmanuel Forbes tweaked his groin. Oh my God. Don't believe it's too serious. Will be reevaluated. Tight end Curtis Hodges has a hamstring / upper glute issue, and they kept him down. Linebacker Cody Barton has a hip flexor and tightness. I don't want to overreact, okay, but those sound like injuries that aren't too bad, but you gotta monitor it. You know what I'm saying? Because that could turn to something that's not too bad in August, and come October, we still wondering why is Emmanuel Forbes not 100%? Why is Logan Thomas not 100%? You know, Logan Thomas calf strain, I think he'll be fine, but you never know. But Emmanuel Forbes is the one I'm looking at with the eyebrow raise. Remember, they played totally two different positions, but remember, Curtis Samuel had a growing injury, and look how that turned out. Now, again, I don't want to overreact and act as if it's that serious because we don't know right now, but that is something that you can keep your eye on. And I would say right now, Emmanuel Forbes probably won't suit up for the first preseason game. Moving on the chippiness, Rivera was glad it happened. This is about building the grit and the toughness. We lost one poise and a little immaturity showed. We have to learn how to handle it. I ain't gonna read that part. Sam Howell also had an interception today, attending for De'Ami Brown. So again, the offense struggled a little bit today. Defense got the better of them for sure. But again, should we overreact? No, I don't think we should overreact. It's not no time to panic. It's not no time to say the offense is trash. You know, again, they're just learning. They're in year one of Herb Bieniemy's offense, and he is bringing a lot to the table. He's not chopping it up little bit by little bit. He's making these guys learn all this at once. And the defense is in year 4 of Del Rio, so obviously the defense is going to be better than them, okay? And I'm pretty sure come the next practice, offense is going to be ready, prepared, and they probably are going to have the better of the defense. You know, nothing to be concerned about with them and how they perform today. I'm more so concerned about these injuries, especially that Emmanuel Forbes one. You know, Logan Thomas one, the Cody Barton one. You know, obviously we already lost David Bott. You know, and some other injuries. You know, Curtis Hodges. The tight end room is thin. That's one position where we can't afford to have serious injuries. We already lost Amani Rodgers. You know, now the only one right now that we have is Cole Turner. So hopefully none of these injuries are serious. I'm really praying for that Emmanuel Forbes want to be okay, because a groin is something serious that they can say it's not serious now, but it can linger. We've already experienced that here in Washington. I know totally 2 different positions, but we've experienced the growing issue here in Washington. So hopefully for Emmanuel Forbes, it's not nothing serious. So there y'all have it. Let me know what you guys thought about this video in the comment section down below. As always, it's me, boy, Juangotti. Like, comment, subscribe. Hail to the Washington Commanders. On over to 6,000 subscribers. So please hit that subscribe button again if you haven't already. Thank you so much. See y'all later. Peace.